Cobra. Coming up in this week's episode, we take you on a trip to Neisner as we explore the Simola hill climb. Actress Angelique Gerber tells us about her car history. We talk to club member Steven Clemens about his Cobra. Megan gives something special away and tells us more about her build. We show you what our club members have been up to, including the youngest member of our club. Tinas from HSR Customs teaches us the basics of building a Cobra. Welcome to King Cobra TV. Hill climbing, also known as speed hill climbing, is a branch of motorsport in which drivers compete against the clock to complete an uphill course. Dating back as far as 1897, this is one of the oldest motorsports in the world. South Africa is the host of the Samoa Hill Climb, held at the yearly Neisner Speed Festival. This 3-day event consists of Classic Car Friday for cars built prior to 1990 and King of the Hill Challenge for standard production and unrestricted cars in various classes. Carroll Shelby also participated in this great sport. In 1958, he not only came first in his class, but he also broke the record driving a Ferrari GP with a time of 1 minute and 12 seconds. In order to complete a hill climb, the driver needs absolute focus and skill. Here are some of the close calls from this year's hill climb. This tradition was embraced by Cobra Club members like Clayton Kimber, who has entered the race and won in his class for the past 3 years in a row. This year, Cobra Club South Africa President Heinrich de Pre decided to enter this race for the first time in his specially developed racing-style Cobra. The Cobra uses the oldest Cobra in South Africa, identified by its KCC chassis number 4. The car was built in 1994 by Frank Klinkert, with a Ford 460 motor built by racing legend Willie Hepburn. This engine was replaced by an imported NASCAR engine generating around 980 horsepower. After several months of testing and tweaking, the car was finally ready to face the ultimate test of the hill climb. With a couple of hiccups like the engine catching fire and bearing in mind that this was his first time he drove the car with the new engine and also his first time at the hill climb, he managed to achieve a best time of 53 seconds. Now let's take a look at one of his attempts as we give you a look at what the hill climb looks like from the driver's perspective.
We're out here today, fantastic Lanseria Airport, beautiful aeroplanes in the background, beautiful cars, and with me I've got Steven Clemens. Steve, welcome to our show.
Hi, Heinrich, how are you?
Steve, so a lot of people in their lifetime, they're lucky enough to drive a Cobra, just one car. But you've been in a fortunate position where you've had more than one car. Please tell us how many cars you've had and what was special about these cars.
Yeah, so I've had many cars in my life. My dad actually used to do, I don't know if anybody remembers Basil Green, but Basil Green used to bring out the Piranha V8s, and my dad used to fix them, and he used to respray them for Basil. All of them came out in a standard yellow with black stripes. So I've been familiar with that sound of a V8 since I was a kid, always wanted one, and then I got my first one 5 years ago, where it was the Ford 351 engine, beautiful blue Cobra. I've kept that up until quite recently. From there I went across to a Chevrolet. The car was built as a dragster actually, so it was a monster. It was a 7.6 litre Chevrolet engine, and it ran nitrous. It was like riding a bucking Bronco. And so I downscaled from that one to this one, which I think is one of the prettiest cars I've seen. Actually built by one of the guys that live in my complex, a guy named Owen Anderson, and he's now immigrated to America. I heard the car would come available, and yeah, I grabbed it first and been a very happy owner of this car.
Steve, fantastic meeting you today. You're a true member of the club, beautiful car, and we hope to see you at the next run.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate your time as well. It was good to see you again.
Like most things in life, everything starts with a great foundation. And this is the foundation of every single Cobra, the chassis. Everything gets mounted onto the chassis, from the suspension, front and back, to the engine. So this is basically where it all starts. To tell you more about chassis, I'm going to hand you over to Tinus.
This chassis here is for Cobra, and this specific chassis is for daily driven Cobra. As you can see, it's built out of square tubing and not round tubing like the race cars. The purpose of this chassis is to support the fuel tank, rear suspension, front suspension, all your brake lines, fuel lines, and then mainly your body that goes on top. Originally, when Carroll Shelby built his chassis, he built tubular chassis because the cars were only used on track. The reason for this, tubular chassis can withstand more strain than a square chassis. But if you want to build a daily driver, this is where you start.
After the break, we give Angelique a quick rush of adrenaline. One man's dream becomes a reality, and take you on a run with Cobra Club SA.
Cobra. Get down to the yellow and blue. Cobra. Get down to the yellow and blue.
Angelique Gerber is a South African actress, presenter, and motivational speaker on local television. Even though she's known for her role as Clara on 7 Alarm, she has also hosted the reality show Boer Soeke Vrou. Not only has she been fortunate enough to work in theatre productions, short films, music videos, and full-length films, but she's also the master of ceremonies at many events.
With me, very famous actress arose amongst the thorns. Angelique, welcome to King Cobra TV.
Thank you very much, Heinrich. It's a privilege and an honor to be here today.
A lot of our viewers know you from other TV channels. For example, SABC 1, Clara in 7 Alarm. But you've also done some other TV work.
Yes, so my very first gig on TV was with Steven Clemens, where I was Clara. And then I presented a reality TV show on Cape called Boer Soeke Vrou for 3 years. And after that, I did Villa Rosa, Isidingo, a few films, a reality show for Via. And yes, I've been shooting a lot of short films now for Via as well. So I'm still acting, but my number one priority right now is to be a mom, because unfortunately in this industry, there isn't always work available.
Everybody saw you in a boxing ring last year, participating in box-up, and we all know there's always a little feud between the two participants. It happens on social media, similar to big boxing matches. And you actually did yourself proud. You know, it was an awesome cause, raising money and awareness for gender-based violence, which I think is a big thing worldwide. Would you participate in a new sport called PK? And it's literally what it says. You just stand there and somebody gives you a PK and you give him a PK, and then the winner takes it all. And we want to enter one of our club members. We'll pay for everything. Would you like to participate and give him the PK?
After my boxing match that I did, and I mean, it was a hectic training and the fight was insane. But then one thing that really kept me motivated is the reason behind it, why I did it. And I actually fought with my grandmother's surname on my belt because I wanted to raise awareness for any woman out there that doesn't have any way out of an abusive relationship, and her only way out was through the grave. My grandfather murdered my grandmother. So that was really my inspiration for doing this and fighting. And I made a promise to myself, my mom and my children, that I will never participate in another sport like that. So no, thank you. I am very politely going to decline your offer. I will not do that. I literally went from boxing to golfing, two extremes. I never want to be hit or hit someone else again. Thank you very much.
So let's talk about cars. So our viewers would like to know three things from you. First of all, we're going to talk about your first car, that car that gave you independence. Secondly, if a Chinese relative sends you an email that they've passed away and you've won a gazillion, million, $1 trillion, what would you buy? Your ultimate car. Forget about the kids, forget about the parents, just you. What car would you buy? And then lastly, out of all the cars you can choose, what car would you choose and why would you say Cobra?
I see what you did there. Okay, so my very first car my mom bought for me, it was a Toyota Taz in like a baby blue color. So I think it was like a 1997 model. Your second question, so I've always wanted an Audi TT, but I've since then changed my mind. I really like a G-Wagon, but I would like a matte black G-Wagon. Your third question, AC Cobra. You got me there.
Angelique, it was so awesome having you on our show. Thank you very much for sharing your car pedigree. I think it's time to take you out in a Cobra and see what you think. But thank you very much for joining us. And there's a gift from our show to you. And thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much. I really like this cap. Thanks. My new golf cap. I see, everybody's looking.
Yeah, you don't see them, and because it's a classic race car, you don't see them often. Baie power.
I didn't know that it's actually a race car.
Yeah, so that's why it's only got the one roll bar. It's designed in 1962 as a full-on race car.
I didn't know that.
This is the closest you'll get to driving a race car on a normal road. Woo! And to think this is a classic race car. It's not a modern race car. It was designed in 1962, which means it's got no driver aid, no launch modes, no traction control, no power steering, literally just raw power and the driver's ability to keep the raw power on the road.
Wow.
And pointing the car straight.
So when you do drag racing, is it all Cobras?
team up with the guys from the GTR club. So we go racing against the GTRs, the Nissan Zs. We like to take on the Mustang guys. From time to time, we team up with Ferrari, the Ferrari team. So we've got a lot of guys in our club. For them, it's a Sunday cruise car. They get in the car, drive it to Artis on a Sunday, go and have breakfast. And then there's a couple of guys in our club that do drag racing, that do racing. We've got 2 cars at Simola this year.
After the break, we give you a look at what Cobra Club SA is all about. And Megan gives something special away to one lucky viewer. Cobra.
Get down to the yellow and blue.
Cobra.
Get down to the yellow and blue.
The Cobra Club is one of the most active car clubs in South Africa. Every month, the members participate in events ranging from breakfast runs, track days, co-op with other clubs, and even a concourse event. Past runs have included breakfast runs to Stonehenge on Val in Vanderbijl Park, 1969 in Hartbeespoort, and Reachway Race Bar in Edenvale. Some of the co-op events have included Monsters vs Minis and Cobra vs Ferrari. The club also have outings to several international events. This year they attended the South African Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic in Roodepoort. The club also participates in track days at Swartkops Raceway, where they team up to race against other clubs like Nissan GTR. These track days give members the chance to drive their cars to the limit, so a lot of action can be expected when attending one of these events. Even though the majority of the members are situated in Gauteng, Cobra Club members do not limit themselves to localized events only. On the 22nd of September, they plan to do a run to Cape Town to team up with their newly found chapter, where we can expect to see over 100 Cobras driving in convoy. We encourage all Cobra owners in the Cape Town area to join us on this day. If you need any further information about this event, please visit our website at www.cobraclub.co.za. In the next couple of episodes, we will be taking you on specific runs and showing you in depth what goes into organizing these events. So be sure to tune in as we explore South Africa through the eyes of Cobra Club SA.
I know you won't believe this, but I too was a regular Joe. But then I got one of these, and you too can get yourself into a Cobra. All you need to do is buy a ticket for 100 Rand. And where can you buy these tickets? Go onto the Cobra Club website or cobrashop.co.za, or join us at any of our Cobra events. The list of the events is on our website. And who knows, you could be the next winner. Oh, what a fantastic day. Blue skies, you can see short sleeves, middle of winter. Yesterday was the coldest day in winter, and we're out having fun at the Cobra Club Golf Day. 18 hole sponsors, full field of players. What a fantastic day. Make sure you join this day next year.
Hi everyone. This week I want to introduce you to the youngest member of the Cobra Club of South Africa. So this is little Houston. He joined the club when he was literally 30 minutes old through one of our members, Kenny, that joined him on a full membership. And hopefully this little man will be behind the wheel of one of these beauties in a few years' time. And hopefully he will become our oldest member to ever reign on the Cobra Club.
Next time on King Cobra TV, we talk to radio personality Martin Bester about his life and love for cars. Club member Ben Lombard tells us about his build. We also see how Megan is progressing with her build. And the Cobra Club joins the Ferrari Club for an incredible day out.
Have you checked out our YouTube channel yet? Why the f do you not check out our... Okay, sit down. All I like to say is octopus. Our club is open to every f***er on the planet.
Oi! Oi! Shush! Oi! We are shooting! Ooh. Everything starts with... Okay, gaat ons? Cup holder. Nee, wat is het? Coaster. Hi.
Megan, dis die diepste wat hy kan.
Interview met Gerber. Van ons uit Suid-Afrika te betrek. Kyk een.
Yes! Yes! Love it!
Saam met ons J-Lo Viljoen vandag van Sekunda. We are here in the workshop today with Angelique and she can like to be with us today. So, van al die rugby spanne in Suid-Afrika, wie is die k***ste en hoekom sal jy sê die bulle? Hy sal dit uit edit. Check ons het eie dingetjie. Hy sê net nie al die shit soos hy Hollywood goed nie. Bro, soos. Ons kom weer terug na daai tyd. Dit lyk vir ons kykers awesome. Carla in 7de laag. Clara, Carla. Ja. Potato, Carla, Clara. Clara, die Tsjechoslowakiese, wat? Romanian. Clara. Wat was dit?
Was jy op kyk, het jy? Was op SMS 1.
O, was dit 7de laag? O ja, 7de laag op SMS 1. Wie was eerste, Minkie? Of wie was eerste?
Ek was dit was met die interview.
Ja, natuurlijk. Ja. Kort pedigree tyd. Van. Kijk. Goeie director, nee. Steven Spielberg het ook zo begin. Angelique.
Two, no, you're gonna look at
Now, you're saying something interesting, so you're nodding a bit, you're agreeing with me.
That is definitely for the blooper reel.
Now that's laughter, this
When,
is TV.
no, when I put this there, you must stop. Are you ready?
Yes.
Don't worry. That's just for the blooper reel. All right, so...
Watch it go, please.
Oh, cool. No, hide that. Pull it down. Pull that down. So my wife said when I speak to an old toppie that's more in shape than me, I must pull in my stomach, so this will be a very difficult interview. Okay. And you would select one of them as being the biggest. Who would you say and why would you say Kenneth Ella? I have to shake it. Okay, that's for the blooper. All right. No, this is the wide shot. This is the wide shot.